Chat, 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 chat. What's the plan? Where is that? There it is. There it is. Need to see this for a second. That's perfect. Maybe a little to the left. Wow. Chat, look at that. Bro, I'm lost in the haze. I need some weed. I need some weed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, chat? Chat, what's happening? What's the plan? I love you, chat. I love you. I love you. Helping Karasik find XSS in Open Media Vault? What? What? There's cross-site scripting? What? How could it be? Not my website. All right, baby. Unknown method string that index. Well, we're gonna index these nuts. You know what I'm saying, baby? I'm gonna index my penis in your mom. Why am I like this? I asked my doctor today, why am I like this? She's like, there's no cure. You already found one? Bro, you're gonna get hacked. I'm gonna get hacked for real. I'm trying to show you my bobs, but without being super cold. You know? We all love my bobs. I love my bobs. You love my bobs. We all love bobs. System Master, how is the stream quality? Is there anything wrong with the stream? Anything at all? Quality is good. I'm trying a totally new software. Also, I have 15 gigabytes left on my hard drive before I'm fully out. I should probably I should probably start moving files to a backup drive in the middle of this recording. White cam is slightly off with its white balance. That's something I'd have to get up to fix, I think. Unless I can auto fix that. I mean, I also have a LUT on it. I can turn off the LUT. That's what it looks like without the LUT. Let's add some color back. Without looks better. Shitty LUT. Haha. Wait. There we go. We're not gonna touch it anymore, chat. No touch. As long as it makes my boobs look bigger. Does it make my boobs look bigger? Oh, I was also gonna move some files. I wonder if it'll get mad at me if I just move all the files from the command line. Move volumes, recording, move everything to volumes, mass. Oh, it's working. I hope it doesn't break something. Are we still going? Are we still live? Did I break it? I'm moving files right now so I don't literally run out of space. All right, yeah, it's working. All right, let's let that cook. Smooth as butter. Yeah, I'm trying a new software. It's not based on OBS. I think my problem was primarily OBS, and also sometimes the problem was congestion, network congestion with having like a house Wi-Fi. So I have my own Wi-Fi and I have my own stream computer, and now I'm using this software, which is completely from scratch. You know, it's not based on OBS at all, and it seems to work really well. Doesn't seem to drop any frames. And if this move command does crash meld, I'll be back within 30 seconds. I'm not going anywhere right now. Oh, and I got some coffee. Courtesy of my sister. It's got chocolate on it. Coffee's what makes it. The chocolate's what makes it tasty. Although I prefer caramel. Oh wait, where's my vape, bro? Let's get started. Man, I'm so grateful. I'm so lucky, man, to have all these viewers. It's insane. System Master, how you not have a gift sub? We had 50 come in yesterday. You didn't get hit. That's too bad. What the fuck are you? I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. It's a new account. How much you want to bet their next question or their next comment's gonna make me ban them, or at least time them out? How much you want to ban? How much you want to guess? Sorry, Freudian slip. I already have the ban prompts open. Great first time chat. What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing? That's different. That's different. I'm working on a language. I'm working on a language, homie. Sorry, I come out with the flack ready. If it's a first time chatter and they're trying to make jokes that I'm like, I'm not sure what you're saying. I come out with flack ready. I got it. I gotta keep my vibe good in my community. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm making a compiler for a language. Right now, I'm working on self-hosting the compiler, which means you write a compiler in one language, you write compiler A for language B in language A, and then you use compiler A to build compiler B in language B for language B, and then you throw away compiler A in language A, and then you can build the language in itself. The original compiler is in Zig, but my language is called Ink. You can see the ink right here. This ink syntax. I'm building. This is the standard line. No, this is the compiler. So I'm building the compiler right now. Oh no, my lights. All right, I'm closing that ban prompt. I misinterpreted chat. That's good. It's a paradox. Permission denied. Plum. You love it when the clanker gaslights you. You love that chat. That felt good. That was like an orgasm. Sorry, exploding with pleasure. Uint versus unknown. Your mom is a Uint. Uint versus I-64. I wonder if Wait a second. Okay. So we want a few problems here. First problem is this one. UN should not be a type. It should be a trait. Second problem is in field assignment. It should be able to assume in this case that 0 is a uint. Also, let's do this. Assume correct indentation. And what's the problem here? Push. Argument 1 and call Lexer push is unknown. Well, I will replace all the uints with U64. Okay, that fixed a lot of the errors, actually. Sign type mismatch U8 versus U64. Oh, yeah, I want that to be U8s. And that kind of confused me. So I'll say that this is the null character. Technically, this is saying the same thing, but it makes it a little more clear that that's a character. In fact, I can say it's a character. Unknown type car. Add char type that is Unicode, like Rust, that is implicit and can be casted from IA and or whatever, and string uses it, and this syntax uses it, it all uses it, all integrated, add it. Okay, we'll add char type. Turn the bass up, baby. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. All right, next function is going to be peak char. Peak char. Self. And if self.tail is more than or equal to self.source.length, return EOF. This is such a clean language. Look at that. Actually, I could say...
Sasibakagajin just followed.
Who followed? Sasibakajulian. Thank you. Oh no, my light. Not again. Okay, there you go. Okay. What are we returning? We're returning... if it's more than that, then we return... it's just this code. without the current assignment. So this would be self.current is equal to self.peak char. I'm inventing syntax. Give me a second. I kind of want something like that. You be lurking. Slyborg be lurking. My favorite Borg. Heart. 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 Or it could just do an equal sign. That's not as clear to me. This to me says take and mute self, destructure it through this, and destructure these out. What do you think, System Master? I don't know. This is very unique syntax right here. And this is the same thing as saying just Lexer. Let Lexer from mutt self extract these variables into the current scope. Looks like a self-reference. Because how you would do it in Rust, it would kind of look like this. This is how Rust does it. It would be like this. You're saying let lexer, which has these types, ignore the rest of the types if it has more, equal this, extract these things into scope. What's more clear? This isn't very clear without the extra brackets to me. But would it be like a right arrow or a left arrow? I'm trying to think about that. Like, how would that be? Let this. The reason why I did a left arrow is because you are letting the type be destructured from a variable from the variable on the right. Because you want left. Yeah. I think left arrow is correct. I'm gonna try the syntax. If I don't love it in a while, it's like the same. It's the same syntax or the same idea as doing that in Rust. It's just you use an arrow instead of a question mark or instead of a equal sign, and you put it on the initial line instead of the last line, the actual variable. I already have turbofish in my language. Turbofish operator. You can say standard mem and then like copy.
Gamage
This is
Lab
valid
just
syntax
raided
in my
with
language.
12 viewers.
A Gamma Galad. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it to my new homie Gamma. Oh yeah. I hope I get this name right. Gamma Galab. Is this right? Did I get you? What's going on here, man? I'm making a language, a self-hosted compiler. I'm making that self-hosted compiler. I call my language ink, and right now I am making the lexer in ink for ink to run ink. The world will be ink. Hello, Raiders. Hello, my new friends. Hello, welcome. Why the fuck it looks like Rust? It's heavily inspired by Rust. There's a lot of Rust semantics in it, but also a lot of Zig semantics with a syntax kind of like Python or Lua, and it runs on a virtual machine like C# and Java. It's like a little bit of everything almost. Okay, 1 second. What was I gonna do? You love Rust? That's good. That's good. That's good. This is a pro Rust stream. I butchered it, really? Oh no, I'll shout you out again. Oh, is it Gamage Lab? Now I'm reading it correctly. Oh my god. LOL. We need your freestyle now? Right now? Okay, let's see. Oh, we need freestyle like that? Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it, chat. I just busted my knee. I swear to fucking God, it hurts so bad. Holy shit, I'm trying not to scream. Ah, I busted my left knee a while ago. Oh, base moist critical. Base moist critical. All right, thank you, Gamma Glove. I hope to see you again. I'll raid you back. Yeah, I think I hurt my meniscus or something. Ah, fuck. Hurt then even too. I'm dying, chat. I'm dying. I hope this doesn't crash. I'm doing something to my recording. Give me a second. I hope it doesn't crash. Why is this thing it's almost out of space when it's got like a terabyte on it? I'll just do this one instead. Okay, I'm not gonna run out of space. Slap some ice on that knee. Boom. You know what I'll slap on that knee? I'll slap this sock on this knee, but not the sock itself, but what's inside the sock. We will reveal. Oh, it's stuck. It's very gentle. Coerce it out. Could it be weed in a sock? What? How could it be weed in a sock? A little circuit board with a screen? I wonder what happens if I click it 5 times and then I put this part to my mouth and twist this a little bit and then hold it. Wait. I love your dedication, Hala. That is the skeleton of a Yokon Uni Pro. It was a Yokon Uni, and now it's the circuit board and battery of a Yokon Uni with the actual automatizer literally hanging out of the cartridge. We'll be right back. Thought my mom was home. In a sock, you love it? Yeah. Chat. It's the best day of my life. Oh my god. Also, my doctor has prescribed me a non-stimulant ADHD medication. It should have an immediate effect. I hope it helps. And it's not Shatira. I know Strateer don't work for me. Man, I try to get that stimulant. She's like, let's try another option first. Is it more weed? Bro, it's not more weed. Let me look it up. Kind of curious. Clonidine is a non-stimulant. It's a hypertension medication. What? How the hell does this help ADHD? I'm willing to try anything, man. I think I have ADHD, or at least concentration problems, even if not rooted in ADHD. I definitely have concentration problems. I think mine is more to do with like brain damage, though, not genetics. It stimulates. Oh, interesting. So, by the same mechanism of action that it stimulates the blood vessels, it also stimulates the brain's adrenaline receptors, which makes it highly effective at reducing hyperarousal, impulsivity, and hyperactivity. I'll try it. Sure, the concentration problem isn't the Benjamin. Could be, but I've gone years without Benjamins before, and it doesn't get better. She told me to take it at night. She said it might help me, relax to sleep, but it'll also help my ADHD. It actually says right here, it has a calming effect which manages the racing brain feeling associated with ADHD, which can help with sleep disturbance. Maybe, could be. Thoughts on the question I asked? Quick question. What do you use to distribute, publish your websites? Versal, Netflix, Heroku? I prefer, in this order, my own infrastructure. 2, Hetzner or High Velocity. 3, Google Cloud or Amazon. This is like a tier list, right? We're at like B tier. Is like Amazon Cloud and Google Cloud. I wouldn't even touch Azure. And then everything else I would never touch. Hetzner. Hetzner is an amazing service. I've had really good, they have amazing support. They vet every single person. So you don't really have noisy neighbor problems because they vet every single person by ID that uses their service. One second, I'll paste both. I've used both these services and had really great success with both. I prefer Hetzner more because I have a bias pro-German. I like German people. And Hetzner is German. And my own infrastructure, yeah, like having my own server with my own static IP would be the best thing. Like I'm trying to get T-Mobile because I got a modem. I'm trying to get a static IP and then I can just run my own server out of my bedroom. I would run it behind like a CDN or something so I can't be DDoSed, or at least a proxy of some kind. But I have a server that's like perfect for my needs. I have like it's a massive rack server. It's downstairs right now though. East German. Yeah, I like Hetzner. How do I afford all this? Well, I worked at Amazon. I slaved for them for a year. That was around when I started streaming, was when I quit Amazon. Or actually, not when I quit, but when I started disability for Amazon. No, blue collar. I was moving boxes into trucks and unjamming conveyor belts primarily. Primarily unjamming conveyor belts because I told my boss, I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna quit if you make me move one more box. He was like, I like you. Move so you can unjam the conveyors. It was actually the best job. I got pretty ripped too. I got pretty ripped. I got like 20 pounds of muscle on me from that when I was doing that. I lost it all by now, but blue collar shader, damn. Yeah, like what they did is that you would have like this 12-foot pole, and what would happen is at the merges where the conveyor belts would merge, if it didn't time it perfectly, and like 99% of the time the computer timed it perfectly, but if it didn't, the boxes would hit each other, get stuck in the conveyor. They would be like the wrong orientation in the conveyor and they get stuck on the walls. And then I would have to come in there and manually override the conveyor, one, with the buttons to like get it to move in certain places. I would have to like take this pole and I'd have to like jiggle it around these boxes to get it to come back, cuz and I would be the one person responsible for 30 conveyor belts. And I think that's why they made me a conveyor jam clearer, is cuz they gave me that sense of responsibility I needed without it being too responsible, you know? Like the warehouse didn't stop if I didn't come into work, but it still gave me a lot of responsibility. And also a lot of time to just fuck around and smoke weed. My boss did not care about how much weed I smoked on the job. He was just like, don't let it be seen in the warehouse. Literally, he did not care if in the middle of my shift, not on a smoke break, not at lunch, I would just walk to the smoke room. I would have to use my badge. So my boss knows I'm in the smoke room. I'm using my badge to leave the factory floor. And my boss doesn't care. He loved me because I have the right attitude, you know? I have a good attitude. That's all it takes. Man, I could have gone away with smoking coke if I wanted to, because there were people there smoking coke in the corner of the smoke floor. They had two caged in rooms that were attached to like the lunch. Yeah, crack cocaine. People would take crack so they could do their job better. It was very common. Chirac is crazy. Man, people came from Wisconsin and Indiana just to work in Chirac. They were driving 2 hours just to work 10-hour days. I'm like, what the fuck? I drive 10 minutes to this place. Like, literally, the warehouse is right on the interstate. That's 10 minutes away from me. GG Chirac. It's not that bad. Oh yeah, these are buckshots through the speaker. I'm like, whoa, dude. Bro, you just shotgun my brain. The US sounds more and more like a third world country the longer the stream goes on. Plah. K-shaped economy goes hard. And I'm still working for Amazon at the end of the day. What a beautiful thing. What is causing it to fail now? What could it be? Everything is broken. I'm about to turn this into a stymie. Stymie. It's stymied. It's stymied. I'm about to quill build. Quill build ink. I should make this a shorthand, like -M or something. Plot. This is the gayest moment of my life. It just keeps getting gayer, chat. I'm going to the heart of Chirac, and I'm not talking about South Chirac. I'm going to the loop, baby. I'm going to the Golden Mile, where every single person on the street doesn't have less than $1 million in their bank account. Because if they do, the cops would probably stop them on the side of the street if they look like that. I make it sound worse than it is, chat. I exaggerate. Depends on where in Chicago that happens. If you're in like Lincoln Park, probably not. Well, if you look homeless in Lincoln Park, probably. If you just look like you're having a bad day, probably not. But there's some place where if you're just having a bad day, they're gonna be like, I don't have a bad day here. For there are rich people here and they pay our taxes. A nice third-story penthouse in Lincoln Park. Oh, that'd be so nice. It's so nice. $3 million for 1,000 square feet. Oh, yes. It's okay, chat. If I get to that point where I can afford a $3 million house, what I'll do is I'll take out progressively larger loans and use the larger loans to pay back the smaller loans. I was just replying to someone on Discord. Sorry about that, chat. What the hell did I just type into my dial? I'm glad you guys didn't see that. What the hell? Just type something to Google and something weird came up. Google, you should not be using such a weird service. I typed in something and like I don't know. I clicked away quickly. I didn't like it. I don't know what I saw, chat. I don't know what I saw. I've been hacked, officer. Oh, here it is. Um, damn you, Google. $18 viewers. That's what I'm saying. This is crazy. I don't even know how this is happening. I got chatters. I got viewers. I got homies. I got people paying me. Paying me. Even my dad. He's not even disappointed in me anymore. He's not disappointed in me anymore. Like I was letting down my dad. He was letting. He was seeing me like that. You know what I'm saying? And now that's what I'm saying. 50 gift subs. I told that to my dad. I was like, Dad, I made $100 yesterday. He did a double take. He was like, What? He's like, How'd you make $100? I'm like, Dad, I keep telling you, I'm streaming on Twitch. And he's like, Yeah, but how'd you make $100? I'm like, Dad, I signed a contract with Twitch. People pay money so they don't have to see ads, and people can pay money so other people don't have to see ads. And he's like, Oh. And I like literally saw in his eyes, he's starting to turn into an old man, I swear. But he's the core is still there, and he was just like, oh, maybe my child isn't gonna end up homeless on the street after I'm gone. A father can dream. He already has to pay for my sister, who, for amongst reasons, has to. She needs help in life, so I understand, like financial help. She probably should get disability too. I mean, she is. It'd be a better sell for her than me. She probably wouldn't even have to get a lawyer for it. Because right now I'm suing the government for my disability. Isn't it great when you have to sue the government just to make them do their job? Times two. It's a third world country for the poor, first world for the rich. And when I was like, I got my disability denied, and I was like, "Mom, this I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't work. The government's not gonna help me." And she was like, "My child, we have money." And I was like, "I'm sorry." And she's like, "We will always have enough money. You understand? There's two people in this country. There are people who don't have enough money and people who do. And in this case, I think they even said the poor get poorer and the rich get richer. And she said, in this case, we are the rich. We are going to get your disability." And I was like, okay, damn. I'll be right back. Sorry, Chad, I'm moving my key light for better boob lighting. See how that looks. Keep that one like that. And this one. Is that helping? Or is that helping or hurting, chat? Is that helping or hurting? Does it make my boobs look bigger or smaller? Helping? Epic win. I had to put the bigger light higher up because I had the big light right here on top of the teleprompter and it was blinding me constantly. It was blinding me. I don't think it was even helping the boobs as much because it didn't really have that height advantage. But now it's all the way up there. I have a desk rod that you clamp to the side of a desk and it has a camera mount and it goes up. I also have one attached to the teleprompter. That's how it's mounted. Yeah, I'm proud of my setup. I'm very proud of it. Get high. You said one of the only commands that actually exists. Congrats. All right, this music's a little intense for me. I'm going to switch it up. A friend. You are my friend. Come on, together. Well, not peer pressure. I'm sorry. Don't ban me, Twitch. Hey ho. That was a deep ass inhale. Like that? Coding is dead and we killed it. It's so true. I just sit here and vibe now. Oh my god. We soiled it. We soiled it. We soiled it. I'm looking at Discord. I was holding a conversation in Discord. Sorry, chat. I don't like to get into Discord convos when I'm streaming, but sometimes it is nice. If we can get, I really want to get some money so I can get some emotes. That'd be nice. I have a Ko-fi too. I think that gets paid out quicker. If anyone's in chat wants to send me $20 for an emote, let me know. I'll make you VIP. I should have made radioactive VIP too. My website is down. All my websites are down right now. They're all down. I'm gonna sob. Holly, don't bring it up. I'm gonna sob. I'm gonna sob. How many emote slots do I have? Oh, 15 standard, 15 animated. Oh, I need 10 more subscriber points and then I get another animated emote slot. Nice. I just need 12 subscribers. That'd be nice. Keep that in mind. You're broke from child support. It says right in the bio, don't put yourself at financial risk, my friend. Do you remember when you had pizza for 3 days? Today? No, when your mom brought you a massive pepperoni. I think my dad's bringing me a massive pizza home. It's gonna be a deep dish tonight. It's gonna be tasty. I'm gonna right up in that deep dish. We might eat it on stream. End the stream with a mukbang. How's that sound, chat? Do you have hot sauce in hand? Yeah, it's over there. I have 2 of them and 1 under the bed. Middle of the night, peckish for sauce. Yeah, I just, just wake up, roll over, roll out of bed. Go, go, go. Fall right back to sleep. Hi, I don't care. Me neither. What sauces? I have Tabasco. Just Tabasco right now. I think we have some Mexican salsa in the fridge, though. No. And we're talking about how ridiculous these NPM libraries are, like is even, is odd in Discord. Like in like having to use a pre-made library for everything, and also kind of like how college teaches these bad practices of doing that. Hi, I don't care. Hi, I don't care. Hi, hi, care me not. Keyboard? I should add that. Should add a keyboard command. College taught me alcoholism. College taught me how to take this dab and make sure that it is at 1.09 ohms, and then put this part up to my mouth, and then a ceremony, a ceremony for meat. Dude, we should make a religion about the fact that we're all made of meat. And our God would be the tree, for they are not made of the meat. They are made of the bark and the wood. Meat, I love meat. I like bacon. The ceremony of bacon. Oh yeah, that's it.
I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
It's free real estate.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Penis. Penis.
I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's
It's
a
free
fire.
real estate.
What game am I making? Ultimately a voxel game, but I kind of want to make a simpler web game to start. Maybe it'd be voxel themed, but it would be not like Minecraft in any sense. Club Penguin 2. Yeah. Club Penguin 2. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With a bit of Pokemon Go. The craft. Wait, is this the person I just summoned? The craft. Craft. I like crafting. I like bouncing to craft. Oh yeah. Bounce, 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 bounce to the craft, and then we will be daft. Oh. Bow, bow. You have been summoned. Welcome, first time chatter. I think from Fern's Discord. I'm just waiting on the clanker to finish its work. This is the Twitch. Would you like a gift sub? Who wants a gift sub? Next person say, I want a gift sub. Get the gift sub. Actually, I don't know if I have enough money. Do I have enough money to give my own community a gift sub? I'd have to check. I might have like $10 left. I'm using ChatGPT. Until next month, next 15th when I get paid. Get sub, prefer from someone else. Gift sub, prefers from someone else. Yes, yes, yes. I do prefer. Hey guys, do we like Skrillex? Do we like Skrillex, guys? Do we like Skrillex? Anyone like Skrillex? What do you think? Paying for subs kinda is paying Twitch twice. For real. Okay, why is this not working? Everything's broken. Oh? One second. Probably gonna close that. Reopen it. Okay, we're so back. We are so back. You prefer Beethoven? Oh, this guy's like Beethoven. He's the Beethoven of EDM. I think you've heard of him. Oh, wait. That's not the song I wanted. There we go. Oh, yeah. I love this song. I didn't even know this song existed until like a week ago. Oh, yeah. What clanker am I using? I'm using ChatGPT Pro. Codex 5.2 max reasoning, extra high. Bass makes that bitch come. Oh, yeah. Bass makes that bitch shit. The brown note, chat. I'm talking about the brown notes. A funky CLI to run the clanker because I'm looking for something. I'm just using the Copilot one is bad. I did not like Copilot. It was the worst one I ever used. I've used Claude Code and this one is right up there with Claude Code. This one's by ChatGPT. I've also seen people have good success with open code. I did not have as good open code success, but some people have. Let me get that for you. Installing Emacs. Yeah, Claude Code's a really good one. That's another good one. And then Claude Code. Big. Oh no. Computer died. That's fine. I don't know why it stopped the music. Oh, because I didn't have anything keyed. All right, give me a second to turn back on the computer. I can't read chat when the computer's off, so give me a second. I can't believe I didn't realize that. Rats. The battery's been going shit on this computer. I love this computer, but the battery's not the best. After a while, I mean, there it is. It's booting. It's booting. Everything should still be there. I have it on hibernate mode. Mhm. What's happening? Come on. There it is. Close my Neovide though. That's too bad. All right, let me open chat. Oh, and I wanted to show this. Play it right, man. We're gonna get there tonight. All right, I'm back. I'm back. We're so back. I mean, how do you compile your lang? I mean, to try. Sorry, I need to catch up. Give me a second. Let me open this in case I need an example. So this is the original compiler. This is the host compiler. Like I can just open any random file if it'll let me like find something. Jesus. Yeah, something like that, or like this. Yeah, this is compiler stuff. That's a old file. One second, I'm gonna read chat in a second. Okay, let's say Lexer. So you have all that code. It goes through the Zig to make the ink work, and then we're gonna write the same code that's in the ink, or that's in the Zig. Sorry, we're gonna write the same code that's in the Zig in ink, and then throw the Zig away. We don't need Zig anymore. Everything is ink. Need a clanker to do my uni projects with me for real. I mean to try Zig, but I keep bouncing off because it keeps annoying me all the time. It has its quirks for sure. For sure. But I like it for this purpose. It's very good for it. I'm asking the Primogen to give me manual VIP because I moved my boosted away from his server, so I can't access the channel he reads anymore. So I'm asking his mods. I'm like, can you ask him to make me VIP? Does he like me enough to do that? Because he talks to me, he talks to me. He says he likes me as a character. I mean, it's still parasocial, but it's the parasocial barrier is broken down as compared to a random chatter. Because he knows my name and probably couldn't spot me in a crowd, but he probably knows my face. Although if I was acting a certain way, maybe he would spot me. I don't know. He'd be like, maybe that's someone from my Discord. The femboy from my Discord. You could spot me? Thanks, Hala. That was funny. You made me spit my smoke. Damn, Ma. Poop squimey. How do I close a tab? I have so many tabs open. Who's that hot sauce lady? Build, baby, build. I wonder if the LLM clanker finished before I... Oh, I accidentally hit my mic. I'm sorry. That's why it's so quiet. I don't know. Let me check my levels. That should be good. Actually, I'll split the window. Ba-da-ba-bum. I'm good, man. I'm good. Good. I imagine you with a Batman belt full of hot sauces, indeed, and a holster full of Benjamins. Okay. Resume. Resume that, baby. Resume it. And I lost all my contacts, didn't I? Benjamin holster is crazy. That's crazy. Imagine if you could play the drums with your tongue, chat. My stream is like my stream is like a mix of Janet and Fern. And then you just let the intrusive thoughts win constantly. That's how I see it, at least. So I really like the look of this website. It's an SSH website. Oh my god. It's beautiful. The Prime engine. I love you, Prime. Epic. I want to make an SSH game. So anyone can join the game on SSH. What does that sound like, Chad? Does that sound good to you? What protocol does SSH use? Is it its own? It is its own protocol. How does it work? Love you, Hollow. Interesting. There's a tutorial for it. That'll be useful. Gonna like, I don't know. Can I like favorite that or something? You want to try it out one day after I play with Russ? Epic. Gleam compiler written in Rust. Epic win. I love Rust. Tonight. This is very cool. One more Sam. That looks like Ukrainian or Russian. Wish I could read it. Hello, Pipsis. Hello. Is that exorcism? Cold, chat. Cold. Freezing to death. Who am I? I am a programmer, a woman, a American, a entrepreneur, a game developer, a running out of things, transgender person. What am I programming? I am making a language called Ink. Someone run the command. Holla, run the command, baby. Run the command, my baby. Baby, holla. Come on, holla. You're them boys. You are them boys. Okay, he's not here. Wait, that didn't work. There it is. How was my day? You're the first person to ask. It was pretty good. I should drink more coffee. I think that'll make it better. How was your day? Ah. What AI tool? I'm using Codex. ChatGPT Codex. Paste it into exorcism as glyphs are very readable in exorcism. Proper entry path lets you enter asking names for glyphs and formatter. And not sure I understand any of that. What ID am I using? Neovim. I'm using Neovim. I hope you can explain that more to me, Sorcerer. Ulua, Ulua. These nuts is written. Na 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 na. It said we want. What's a we want? What's a we want, chat? Try it online. Try what? I'm confused, chat. I'm confused and high. No install? No install? I want to install and get virus. I want to get virus, chat. Please. Please, virus. Chat. This could be the biggest day of my life. Could be. I have a good idea. Now I will be the warmth. I can be the warmth, chat. What do you think? Do I look warm? Mm. Chat. Let's sing the song, chat. I don't know the words. What kind of collector is being assembled? Arthur Fire Daddy, welcome, my friend. You are my new daddy. Would you like to apply to be my daddy? Daddy. Someone give this guy 1 billion gift subs so he can be my daddy forever. You look great. Should I put up my hair, chat? Should I make a redeem for putting up my hair? I'll do it for free. First one's free. I like it even farther forward. That's good. Maybe put my headphones behind. Oh my god. It's like a little bulb. Pork chop. I like pork chop. I like the pork chop. Chop, chop. Take that, pig. You were the boar. And now, you are the meat. Ruminate on the meat, chat. Ruminate. Rumin meat. Rumin meat. If this lands a 4, I will make $1 million. And if it doesn't, I will make $999,999. All right, landed a 2. Pork. Chop. Chop. I wear the hat, and then the hat wears me. Indeed, the beanie bucket. The beanie bucket. Oh, I'm about to kill my computer again. Oh my god. Gotta plug that back in. Voxel game soon. There will be the best voxel of all games. Timmy, you work on voxels? My brain is short circuiting. I can't compute Timmy being this cool. That's so cool. Minecraft Alpha mod loader? That's epic. You know that inside and out, don't you? Thanks for coming, Omni. Thanks for coming by. I'm just so lucky to have this amazing community of people. I am waiting on the clanker to finish its work before I can continue. I'm trying to add some syntax to my language without doing any work. Oh, I'm making a language. I don't think I told you earlier. I'm making a new language. Ignore this part. This part doesn't matter. It should be from std like IO import print. Yeah, I don't remember what it is. It might be just std. Yeah, I don't remember where it is. I don't remember my own language. It's huge. It's a huge project. But there is a print function somewhere. And it has an LSP. That's how you're getting those ends. That's not part of the code. That's an LSP. It has everything that you'd expect from a language. It has a package manager, has modules, has a... It has a built-in DApp, which can be used as a DApp server or as a DApp client. So I would zig build run with a manifest. Actually, no, I wouldn't do it like this. This is the debugger itself, but it's not going to work unless I run it through the package manager. So I'll just say quill debug. Actually, I can just go here in my parent directory, just quill debug, manifest current directory. Wait, why isn't that working? Maybe I have to say, oh, is that a feature I lost when I reset my, it might be. In theory, I can do that through quill. I cannot. So I will show you. I had to do a hard rebase on my Git because I messed it up. So I'll just do it manually through this, inkx, manifest, parent directory. And that's what the command would be, but I'm going to say zig build run because it's built in zig. Oh, did I lose all of inkx? That sucks. I'm going to have to rewrite that then. It's fine. Most of that was written by AI. Is that what I lost? God damn. Yeah, that's okay. It was cool. It was cool. I'm cogitating on the fact that I had to do a hard rebase on my Git repo because I didn't commit for like 2 days. Lost inkx. Sucks. It's okay. We're gonna be so back so soon. We're gonna be so back, and we're gonna handwrite. We're gonna handwrite the new compiler This is non-essential. It didn't even need to be made. I kind of was getting lost in the sauce. This is essential. What's happening now? I just thought it was really cool because it was like a whole Tui. This AI takes forever, man. I didn't remember to threaten his grandma, but I did tell it its dog might not see it tomorrow if it doesn't get it right the next time. It got the message. I'm cogitating on Timmy's new picture. What is this picture? Imgur? Oh, this is beautiful. Is this yours, Timmy? No way. No way this is yours. This is beautiful. This it's like notch shit. What the hell? I'm watching on my teleprompter, so it doesn't really look that good. There you go. Look at that. What the hell? It's got a skybox. Oh my god. It's got cloud cover. Is this yours, Timmy? No way. No way. Just so we're clear, I would have said that to anyone. Yeah, it's your voxel game proto. Dude, I'm going to hire Timmy one day. Or she's going to hire me. Chief Voxel Officer. That'll be Timmy's title. Chief Voxel Officer. Which will be CTO. I'm going to cognitate on the voxels. Ooh. I just had like a Full Metal Alchemist human transmutation like experience. I saw God, I had a whole conversation with him, and he sent me back on my way. I cogitated a bit too hard. I think I created a black hole in my brain. Nobody likes Sam. I like Sam. Baby Sam. Baby Sam. Or maybe a friend. We're getting a ton of classics. Call me, call on me. Cognitate. On a roguelike arena thingy? That's epic. I'm gonna cognitate so hard if this doesn't get right. I'm gonna cognitate on my life choices. Solstice? That's what my name is short for. There's a whole tripping EP? What? Tripping EP? What? What is this? Chat. You know what? We're gonna play Smoking with Friends. Let's do it. Because you're my friend and we're smoking. Let's do it. We're gonna have our rain dance. It's raining. We're sad. But soon, the rain will turn us pluviophile. Wonky, 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 wonk. Oh, you know what I want to do? I wanted to record a video next time I sat down about ink. Chat, should I record a video right now? It would be kind of weird. I wouldn't be reading Twitch chat. I'd be reading my script while I'm recording, you know? How would I do that? One second. I have to go to the bathroom anyways. I'll be right back. Cognitate, chat. No one left? Amen. We run the city. All right, what am I doing here? ChatGPT. We'll open the Jippity browser. Wait, let me make sure. One second. Okay. I have a script that's not here. I think it's on the terminal actually. Here it is. Expand this into a proper extemporaneous from the heart script for a YouTube video where I can glance on my teleprompter quickly at a line and then speak for 30 seconds or so for each line. Speak like a paragraph per line. But it has to be dense enough of inspiration or of information to inspire the mind. Here is a meta prompt or a outline from Codex. Use this information for the task. Julian, welcome back. Oh, this is. Oh, did we already play the whole album? Oh my god. Okay, we'll switch. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. We're gonna switch album. I was gonna record a video. Doesn't even understand. Skull got it, bro. What the fuck? I'm gonna switch to chill music, actually. Yeah. Because I'm not gonna be listening to it for a while. I want to open my self-host. Do I have Audition? No, I have to reinstall Adobe. Okay, so I'll probably run through this once, maybe twice, and then I'll record it, and then I'll just edit it. I also want to look into music. I signed up for Artlist again. All right, that's where I'm cutting the music so I can't hear it. So I can listen to this part. You won't be able to hear the music I'm listening to, but I'll let you listen when I find the right track or something. One second. Let me change my routing. There you go. Wait, is this the wrong account? What is this? No, this is the right one. Oh, these are the ones I've downloaded. Okay. I will download it. this one again. Or have I already? I don't care. I'll just download it. Okay, put that over there. I don't need to lengthen it, but I'll get Adobe started. I don't need to re-lengthen it until I know the length of the video. I need to re-download Adobe Creative Cloud. How do I sign in? What? Give me Audition. Give me Audition. Should go quick. I need Audition and Premiere Pro and probably After Effects without Cinema 4D. Okay, it's working. It's installing this time. Most programming languages optimize for being written. Syntax, however, favors comfort and authoring speed. Readability is prioritized over runtime truth, and operational cost is deferred, not removed. What do I use to transition this? To this degree, real software is optimized for being run. Scheduling, memory, and I/O define its behavior. It's a little too on the nose. How will I do this? Yes, this is actually good. Okay. I can do this. Yeah. This is a good script. I like this one. I cooked, Chad. I cooked. I hope this doesn't break the stream. Oh, no. I can do that. All right, I hope this doesn't break it. Please don't break it. Okay, it didn't. Perfect. Although this is probably going to change the stream camera. I'm going to zoom in on the camera. It's probably going to like be really in on my face. Yeah, that's fine. To me, it doesn't look so far in. It's still a bit far. So I'll still just get more booby in the shot. And maybe a little more this way. That's probably going to break everything about the stream, but it's okay. I need this to be enabled right now. Doesn't seem to be affecting my Elgato, thankfully, so that's good. I don't want center stage. Turn on studio light. You hear me, chat? Hear me? Okay. Have that set up. I have audition. I can't see chat. So if someone's chatting, I'm sorry. I can't see it. Oh, where'd it go? Okay. That come through? I don't think it's testing. No. That's why. Testing. Sorry, we'll have to get a noise floor, then 4 clicks. Or however many clicks I feel, then I'll start with the scripts. I'll be looking at the camera like dead in the eye the whole time, so I'll be looking right at you, chat. Hope that's okay. Rick, you have to get out. Not right now, Rick. Sorry, I love you. I love you. This is the only time I don't want you here, Rick. Look at it. Look. Chase this. Look. All right, I'm going to do a clean cut. I'm going to put this on the ground. Okay. Cut that. And start the recording and start this. I hit myself in the head. Okay, I need to look my best, chat. I need to look my best. Gotta get my hands out here. Gotta get them comfortable. Gotta get them feeling right. And something would go like, here. I'm gonna make this smaller. Wait, what happened? I'm reading chat for a second. No one in chat? Okay. That's fine. Test. 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 Should be louder. Test. Test. That's fine. Turn this down. My cat's meowing like hell. He wants it. He wants cuddles. In the dawn of Turing, languages were written for humans. I can't actually read this, actually. But that was a good intro. You make it slightly bigger. There you go. Since the dawn of Turing, languages have been written for humans, with a comfort first syntax, readability as the win condition, and cost, developer cost, debt, that's postponed. However, programs are run by machines. They deal with schedulers. They deal with bandwidth and memory traffic. They deal with processors and IO paths. These are two different optimizations. We are authoring versus executing programs, which is really a battle between elegance and behavior. This is a testament to the things that we create on paper versus how they end up in production. Now, the abstraction gap, there are layers stacking on top of each other to create these languages, to create all these systems that we work with. And there is, for instance, in many languages, async hiding costs, and the debt appears late, of course. However, Ink's starting point is to close that gap for the language and the VM to work together, and certainly to show the cost visibility as soon and as clear as possible to the developer. Yeah, that could be a good cut. The friction developers feel is that performance is back. We have latency budgets, we have tail call behavior, and a distributed reality of computation that we have to deal with again, hundreds, thousands of milliseconds between this going to that. And these are not instruction tricks. There's no way to shave down the cycles on a call across the internet. There's, the structure of the program really dominates when you have created a async architecture first programming language. And the structural costs, let me tell you about it. Allocations in async, they can be terrible. The copies, the clones, the multiplying of all of the memory and the data throughout the pipeline, these task trees of the computation, it's just ever increasingly growing. So what do devs want? Well, they want a runtime contract, they want predictable behavior, and they want fewer surprises. They want memory legibility, they want a word sized layout that's very predictable and cross platform. They want explicit buffers and they want ownership you can use. They want intentional control, such as spawning, awaiting, and canceling commands and tasks. Nothing ambient, and of course, foreign functions would be built in. The mental model is that indentation is the scope, and that errors are type values, and the flow should be inherently traceable by the eye very legibly, very easily. Okay. And you still want velocity in your systems without creating some sort of ceremony over the entire ordeal. And you want fast feedback, of course, and you want good errors. The iteration speed as well should be incremental in its parsing, and it should be deterministic in that the errors that you get are like determined and are consequential every time you run the code. You get the same errors. Okay. The readability of the program should have minimal punctuation. However, where needed, we should have structure over decoration. We should have, that syntax sugar, but it shouldn't overtake the entire code base. And lastly, tooling as leverage. We want an LSP, we want a debugger, we want a Jepson simulator, and we want all these things to be incrementally added so they're not like core to the compiler. They would be a really good addition to the ecosystem. Now, this has all been really a false trade-off, right? You're saying this is speed versus clarity. This is control versus ergonomics. Well, Ink rejects this. Instead, Ink asks, what if precision doesn't equal pain and explicit doesn't equal verbosity? Systems languages have memory you can diagram and concurrency you can reason about. However, the scripting surface of a language like, say, Python, as opposed to a systems language like Rust, usually has things like indentation of syntax. It's low ceremony, right? And the surface matches the runtime, right? So if you have these high level languages, they have big runtimes to boot. But what if you could kind of have a smaller runtime that just has enough? Ink's still going to have a runtime, but it's still small enough to keep the cost readable in the code. And there's no semantic distance between the developer and what they're trying to do. Now, memory as a concept, we have bytes, we have slices, we have buffers, we have vex, we have U1 through U512, we have I1 through I512, we have bools, we have everything, okay? This is Turing complete general purpose programming, okay? We have everything. We have functions as values and types, okay? And without syntax overloading, there would be fewer symbols and more meaning in the code, right? Could you reckon that? And Ink's role overall is to explore. It's to be a question to what an executable can be, and it's compiling as research. It's already a 10-minute video. Now, your first contact with Ink will be its syntax. It is indentation based. The visual scope does enforce the actual programmatic scope, and its enforced structure creates a very flexible yet rigid in some areas language that reduces developer debt. That's my belief. And it has minimal punctuation. The noise is removed, the signal is preserved, and it has a Pythonic feel. It's immediately legible, and there's not a dynamic, like semantic difference between the braces and like block ambiguity and what have you. And by the way, no semicolons. Now, of course, with the lexer, the white space matters. It's not cosmetic. The lexical meaning of the white space is if you tab into a line that increases the indentations of the scope's indentation, it pushes to the stack, and then a dedent pops from that stack. The Now, this allows for early decisions with fewer heuristics and cleaner errors. It allows for parser certainty and deterministic paths with tooling stability. Now, the ink has a lineage in Zig and Rust. Its explicitness as policy and its honesty over convenience in the code. Mutability is opt-in, and it's a visible change in the code when a variable becomes mutable. Ownership is move first and lifetime enforced. Allocations are never hidden, and they are cost at call sites. Copies are deliberate, and they are zero copy default with propagation of the copy trait throughout the program. And of course, the readable cost of the syntax reflects the runtime. Its performance is legible at the point of reading the code. Now, the operator system of the language is a finite set. It's teachable. It's very clear. You have math, you have logic, you have bitwise, and you have assignment. You have unary operators and you have binary operators. It's all in a peg parser, which is I can make a video about that. That's a parser, expression, grammar. It's something like that. Look that up in Google, you will know. And I can make a video about that. Let me know in the comments if you want that. But overall, ink should have a thin syntax with deep semantics and no magic. I'm probably going to cut a lot of this. Now, the direction of the type system is that we have static typing and early errors. We want strong guarantees. We want algebraic types, both enums, sums, and explicit states in our unions, but also we want untagged unions that are able to interop with C. We want layout predictability. We want the struct order to be stable, and we hopefully would end up having an external ABI that is able to be stable. That's very important to me, although I'm not sure how feasible it is at this point. I haven't really gotten there, I'll be honest. A lot of this code works, chat. The compiler does work. If you've made it this far, I know you're very interested. I will get this out to you as soon as possible, but overall, the power of ink is that the runtime stays flat and its expense doesn't come with a tax, right? And there's comp time functions, there's token macros like Rust. They kind of interwork with each other, kind of like Zig and Rust had like a Bambino. And you get spans in your errors. They really do go down to the core of the error. The compiler is completely programmable, and the runtime is zero cost up to the point of using it. The power stays upstream to the developer's intent. Now, the ink does compile natively, but it uses a VM shim layer, at least at this point. And the primary target is desktop, although I want to support mobile and preferably maybe game consoles. Determinism is a very big point of this language as well. Replayability and stable debugging is going to be very important to me to prevent the inevitable Heisenbug in many languages. And like I said, portability is very important to me as well. This has one meaning, is that we're going to get fewer edge cases and no drift across platforms. It's native first, but the native functionality will be fully fleshed out later. How much more of this is there? Not much, actually. Now, the tooling is kind of like part of Ink's design. It's LSP first. We have incremental parsing, of course, semantic diagnostics, and we have a debugger plus a Jepson simulator already underway. Now, the tools evolve with the language, and this is like a hot potato. The language is ever evolving and it's moving very fast. So by the time this video comes out, it might have already changed a lot. Check the GitHub repository, and then you will be able to see more about where the language is right now. Or also subscribe, and you can see where the language is right now, because I'll keep making videos about this language as I continue. I'm just going to skip async. Now, overall, in conclusion, what is ink optimizing for? Well, it's terse and it's not clever. It's explicit but not verbose. It's powerful, it's predictable, it's scripting that turns into the system and the same semantics throughout, right? Why do you think it exists? It's not a replacement, it's not trend chasing, it's an exploration vehicle. It's clarity into the system, and it's a question that runs executable. And it's a question that runs execute. I can't even say that. Executably. And it's a question that runs executably. All right, that's a take. How's it sound? Is anyone in chat the entire time I did that? Oh, I might have had this routed wrong. I'm gonna have to do a second take. That's fine. Yeah, what the hell? Why did I have it like that? I should have checked the routing of 2 of the second channel. Okay, fine. I'm not giving up, chat. This was too long anyways. I needed to make it faster. Make script took 18 minutes, adjust for 10. What are you doing, chat? What are you doing? Acquired yogurt tube, computer. Computer. Gonna work on wave and transition back to menu. Menu. The menu mode. Welcome to the menu mode. It's the final menu. It's the final menu. All right, that's a lot shorter, thank God. I need another one. My lungs rejected that. I don't know what happened there. Code. 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 Code is written for humans with a comfort first syntax and a readability as a success metric. However, programs are run by machines with schedulers, memory traffic, and IO paths. I really need to get an auto scroller. Final meat mon. This doesn't even work. What? 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 I've been hacked. Oh my god. Been hacked. There's ads in the extension. Oh my god. It works. What? What? More ads? Oh my god. What is happening? Why can't I select this? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's way too fast. Code is written for humans with a comfort first syntax and readability as a success metric. However, programs are run by machines. I think we can all agree. They are determined by schedulers, memory traffic, and IO paths. I have to scroll more. These are two routes of optimization, authoring versus execution, that clash in elegance versus behavior. There's an abstraction gap forming with layers stacking on top of each other and costs being hidden, and then the developer debt arrives late. Ink's starting point is to close that gap. It's to bind a language and a virtual machine together. An old idea, but to have that cost surfaced early at the same time. Now, why does this friction exist? Because performance implications are back. Latency budgets are now a concern, and tail behavior, especially across the network, blimey. And there's no micro tricks, especially with things over the network. There's no cycle shaving, and the structure of how everything works, that's what dominates. The structural cost, therefore, is intensely important to a language in the modern day. For instance, allocations in async and the way in which the computer can be slowed by memory bandwidth while going between many different tasks, or copies multiplying exponentially, or task trees growing. This is the dev reality: is we want control, clarity, but we also want velocity. And it's a false trade off between speed and clarity and control and ergonomics that we keep finding ourselves dealing with. Now, the question Inc. asks is, what if precision doesn't have to be pain? What if explicit code doesn't have to be verbose? What if a systems language could read like a script, have memory you can both diagram, but indentation is syntax? It has concurrency you can trace down to the wire, but also it's a very low ceremony language. This is what Inc. proposes. This is what Inc. is. Now, in Inc., the surface is the runtime. The cost is readable in the code, and there is no semantic difference or distance between Inc.'s role in exploration, and the ultimate question is, how do we create an executable? Right? And syntax in Inc. is important to its structure. It's indentation based. So the scope that you see, actually defines the compiler scope. And this enforces its structure with minimal punctuation, and noise is, of course, reduced, removed, and the signal of the code is still preserved. There's no braces, there's no semicolons, there's fewer symbols, and in my opinion, there's fewer guesses. Now, the visual scope of ink is a tree, right? It's like a tree visible on the page. And the compiler agrees when you get it right. Of course, ink does have a little bit of a borrow checker situation going on. It's okay because it's way more flexible than Rust. Now, in ink, white space, of course, matters. It's not cosmetic. You have indentation and dedentation tokens in the form of uh, tabs being added or removed. Think going into an if block and then going to an else and then going back into the else block and then coming back out. This early structure allows for fewer heuristics, but also better errors. No guesswork. All right. It's a deterministic parser with stable tooling. The system semantics are inherited from Zig and Rust with explicitness as a policy. The explicit mutability is a change that must be declared. You know, you must go to the variable, you must say, this is mutable. And of course, ownership and movements are first class citizens with a move first semantic as well as copy first in the language being built right into the compiler, and it propagates throughout as needed through derivation. Of course, this is all lifetime enforced with no hidden costs. The allocations are visible, much like Rust or Zig, and the copies are deliberate, as I have said. The readable performance that this language provides is profound, and the syntax, of course, reflects the runtime. The entire language is being currently rewritten to be self-hosted in itself, with the entire compiler, runtime, shim layer, all of it being written in ink. Now, the operators and types that ink finds itself with is a classified set. There's a finite, teachable system of mapping things from, unary things to binary things. And ultimately, all of these operators, they have explicit dispatch. They have strong typing. You get early errors, you get clear guarantees. And the algebraic data types, don't get me started, right? We can have explicit states, we can have state machines, we can have a predictable layout in them even. And these are all examples of expressiveness, but without tax. Now you do get a lot of compile time power with both token macros and comp time functions being intertwined, like Rust and Zig had a little bit of a Bambino situation going on. And you get real spans in your errors, even inside of macros and comp time functions. So you always get accurate errors. And there's zero runtime cost to this, of course. The power stays upstream. We have a custom virtual machine that makes this all work with reference semantics. And we're really trying, or at least I'm really trying to make determinism a core part of this language with replayable reruns, no Heisenbugs, none of that bogus stuff. And of course, portability is also a core centric feature, a core centric modus operandi of ink with the same rules everywhere, of course. And we want, I'll just stop at ink. And yes, I do have an LSP. We're creating a debugger, creating a Jepsen tester. These are going to be first class tools, as well as the package manager that are all part of the ink ecosystem. Now, async is native. It's not library glue. It's structured concurrency of task trees that are with scoped lifetimes. They can be canceled. They can be contained. The async doesn't leak out into your synchronous code because it is all works together. It is a beautiful thing. It's like Tokyo built into Rust. Now, what ink optimizes for is to be terse but not clever, explicit but not verbose, powerful yet predictable. And it aims to be a scripting language that translates directly to the system with the same semantics on all platforms and the same beauty and elegance despite any task at hand. Why does ink exist? It's not a replacement. It's not for chasing trends. An exploration vehicle into compilers, into systems clarity, and ultimately, it's a question that runs. I'll just go with that. Please, please work. I didn't record it, bro. I'm gonna do this later. I'm fucking over it. I have a good script. I should have checked if I was recording it. Do I like apple juice? Yes. Two good takes. Third time's the charm. I had quite a few things in that take I didn't like because it was a new script. But I think the second time I read it, it'll be good. How's the clanker working? It's done. Yep. That was a good use of my time. Oh, that was supremely tasty. Do you like apple juice? Do you like apple juice? Apple juice. Apple. 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 I need to zoom it in a bit. Do you like apple juice? I need to let my cat. He's been pissed at me for a while. Meow, boy. Meow. You're a good cat, Rick. I think I'm going to record that off screen or I'm going to record it tomorrow. Probably when I'm sharper. Do you like penis juice? I can tell you want to make some dough, Rick. You want to need some dough. You want to run your claws right in my thigh. All right, chat. I'm getting kind of tired. I might raid out. I'm probably gonna keep working on this while I raid out. Love you all. Do you like apple juice?